21 gray whales dead in SF Bay. Worst year since 2000 population crisis. In a shocking turn of events, the San Francisco Bay has witnessed the highest number of gray whale deaths in a quarter century, leaving marine biologists and environmental enthusiasts reeling. A total of 21 majestic creatures have lost their lives this year alone, marking a grim milestone not seen since the year 2000. But here's where it gets controversial. Could human activities be contributing to this tragic decline? The latest incident occurred on July 7, when a subadult female gray whale was discovered floating near the Richmond Long Wharf, presumably after a fatal encounter with a vessel. This heartbreaking discovery was made by experts from the Marine Mammal Center in Sausalito and the California Academy of Sciences. The whale was found in relatively good body condition, which only adds to the mystery surrounding her untimely demise. And this is the part most people miss. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) recently updated its population estimates, revealing a disheartening trend. Eastern North Pacific gray whale numbers have dwindled to approximately 13,000, the lowest count recorded since the 1970s. This alarming statistic underscores the urgent need for action to protect these gentle giants. To unravel the cause of death, the whale's carcass was carefully towed to Angel Island State Park on Thursday, where scientists will conduct a thorough examination. This investigation could provide crucial insights into the factors driving the recent spike in whale fatalities. But what does this mean for the future of gray whales in our waters? And how can we prevent further losses? These are the questions that weigh heavily on the minds of conservationists and researchers alike. One thing is clear: the time for action is now. We must come together to address the underlying issues and ensure that these magnificent creatures continue to thrive in the wild. Share your thoughts on this pressing matter in the comments below. Gray whales face alarming situation. Scientists warn of continued mortality event. The alarming behavior observed in Northeast Pacific gray whales is causing serious concern. This magnificent migratory species, renowned for its epic journeys that stretch thousands of kilometers from the sun-warmed lagoons of Mexico to the icy waters of Alaska, is encountering distressing circumstances. So far in 2025, nearly 50 whales have been found dead along the coasts of California, Washington, and Oregon, according to a report from the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA), which has been corroborated by local media outlet KNKX Public Radio. This alarming number already exceeds the total of 31 strandings recorded throughout all of 2024. Scientists are becoming increasingly worried about the potential for a resurgence of the so-called unusual mortality event, which affected gray whales from 2019 to 2023. As John Kalambakidis, a marine biologist with Cascadia Research in Olympia, Washington, pointed out, "We are seeing sick animals in conditions that suggest a continuation, rather than a rebound, of that mortality event." These whales undertake one of the longest migrations in the animal kingdom, covering an impressive round trip of about 15,000 kilometers from Mexico's Pacific coast to their Arctic feeding grounds. During their long trek, they rely entirely on the fat reserves accumulated prior to their journey, as they do not eat during transit. However, scientists have started to notice distressing signs of malnutrition among some of these whales, including empty stomachs and dangerously low levels of body fat. This trend suggests that food may be increasingly harder to find in their Arctic habitats. What raises further concern for scientists is the newfound behavior of some whales, which are feeding in atypical areas such as San Francisco Bay and the coastal region of Grays Harbor in Washington. This type of feeding behavior had not been previously observed prior to the crisis that began around 2018, and may indicate a desperate survival strategy due to diminishing food supplies in their usual foraging zones. Research from Cascadia suggests this troubling shift may be intertwined with the broader impacts of climate change. As ocean temperatures rise and sea ice diminishes, the delicate ecosystem that supports the populations of crustaceans and other marine species that gray whales depend on is being severely disrupted. The consequences are evident throughout their entire migratory path. By the end of May in Washington state alone, 13 strandings have been documented, more than double the average for that seasonal period. In Baja California, Mexico, the area where females typically give birth, reports indicate that at least 80 gray whales perished this winter, and that birth rates have drastically decreased, as noted by KNKX. Gray whales serve as a crucial indicator of ocean health, and the patterns of mortality and malnutrition that are now emerging reflect the disturbing ways climate change is already reshaping marine ecosystems worldwide. Events like these also draw attention to the interconnectedness of biodiversity loss, food webs, fisheries dynamics, and the overall equilibrium of our oceans. In May 2019, a dead gray whale was found washed up near San Francisco, marking the 9th occurrence that year. Many of these whales succumbed to malnutrition or suffered fatal collisions with ships while swimming close to shore, a direct outcome of insufficient food sources, driven by the consequences of global warming. NOAA Fisheries is actively monitoring whale strandings and behavioral changes. While immediate global cooperation on issues such as emissions and marine protection is vital, experts emphasize that individual actions can also contribute significantly to conservation efforts. So, what's the takeaway from the perceptible decline in gray whale health? It raises pressing questions about the future of marine life and ecosystems. Why are we seeing these shifts, and what does it mean for our oceans? Join the conversation below. Are you concerned about how climate change is affecting marine animals? What steps do you think we should take for their protection? Let's discuss.